Hey everybody, it's Jenny McGarvey and I'm back with you again today to share how I planned this week in my Happy Planner. There is a look at last week. It's a different color palette for me and I really did enjoy it. It was very pretty and not really necessarily springy, but I still really liked it nonetheless. Now this week I am going back to an old favorite and you can see that I've already done some pre-planning with some sticky notes. It's kind of an unusual week for me because it's sort of the end of spring baseball moving into summer baseball, and so some things are kind of up in the air. So I will have to add some details later as I find them. But does this little peek at these stickers give you any idea of maybe what we're working on? Yep, a rainbow week. I'm going to go through some of the items in my stash and pull out sticker sheets that I'd like to use for this week. This will help sort of speed up the process a little bit. Doing a rainbow week is a little bit more of a struggle due to the fact that there are so many stickers to choose from, and so it can be really tedious to go through each one. Now, I enjoy the process, I enjoy looking at the stickers, but for you guys, the viewer, it's a little like monotonous and stuff, like, oh my gosh, yet another sticker sheet. So anyway, I'm just running through them quickly so that it speeds up the process a little bit later. It helps me twofold. A, I have the ones I want to use handy, and B, I've already flipped through all the things, and so I am well aware of what I already have right there to work with. You know, like I haven't forgotten anything or anything like that. So now I have another little packet of stash stickers as well, and so I will go through those in a little bit, but I have most of them pulled out already. Now I am going to start on Monday as a red day. That's something that I always do because the times I've tried with pink, it completely throws me off. I end up screwing up in the middle of the week which one I'm working on because I'm so fixated that it has to start with red, and not because I have to, but that's just how my brain works, I guess. I'm going to do a favorite technique of pointing an arrow to an icon. I love it. I don't know why. It just really is so much fun for me. And then I'll go ahead and write my tiny bit of text right on top of the arrow. Sometimes I put the icon sticker on the arrow and right next to it. Sometimes I do it this way. You can see right there, those are all of my planner inks. I do sometimes pull some other ones from my stash, but not that often, though I will today. I'm going to use the red VersaFine just to stamp out this block, applying firm pressure over the entire design just to make sure that I get all of it transferred onto the paper, and then writing my very important activity inside of that large box. Now at the bottom, I will do my to-do list for Monday. I do like to change that up a little bit, but I will start with it in the bottom box. I'm going to ink up this stamp that says to do. There's plenty of room for it right there in that tiny little gap. And then I will add the sticker at the bottom that will give me that checklist that I can go through and just write down all of the things I need to do. However, I will also add my meal planning stickers, which is very exciting. I love using these stickers from Lily Henry. They're adorable with the plate, the knife, and the fork, and they leave just enough room to write what we're going to have for dinner right there down at the bottom. And I will provide a link for you down in the description if you are interested in those stickers or any of the rest that I can still find, because a lot of these are older since they're from my stash of stickers, and so sometimes they're not still available. I love that check it out sticker too. It's one of those ones that I've been hanging on to for a long time. I love Pick 'em Stick 'em. She's got the cutest rainbow stickers and I kind of hoard them a little bit. Not totally because I've used a bunch of them, but I can't bear to use them all up because I just love them so. Now you can see we are moving on to orange, which can be difficult because I don't have that many orange stickers. I'm not really necessarily drawn to orange, and I don't find that many sticker shops make them. I'm going to write on my glossy stickers with this Tombow Mono Twin pen. It's a permanent pen. It's got two different size tips. I actually really like the way that the fine tip writes. It's definitely a great addition to my arsenal of permanent pens to write on glossy stickers, and I will definitely be using this one more in the future because the tip is really great. Now I'm pulling out the orange Versacolor ink and I'm going to ink up my things to do stamp and stamp it right above my checklist right there. I don't know why, but I do enjoy using the orange ink very much. It's just not something that I would normally turn to, and so it really is a lot of fun for me. Now for Wednesday, we will have the yellow color palette, that's so funny, a yellow color palette. And I don't have too many things to write down for Wednesday, not because I don't have things going on, I do, but it's one of those things that I talked about already at the beginning where our schedule is sort of shifting, and so I need to wait for some of the information on Wednesday. So I am adding my to-do list in the center box just to, as you know, change it up a little bit, make the whole design shift a little bit, and also keep my eye moving throughout the page so I don't miss any important details. Now I'm just adding my little pencil at the top for late start, but there's really not that many days left in the end of the school year, until the end of the school year, so I won't have those for a while. And my to-do list is right there in the center. It's hard to see once I have stamped it because the yellow ink just doesn't show up very well on the camera, but in the real life situations, it's not that hard to see. Now I'm using this cute little to-do stamp with the Prima chalk ink just to give it a little bit of a header, and that's that for Wednesday. Now I'm going to pull the second half of the week out, and it's the exact same thing that we already talked about. I have this sort of transition going, and I'm waiting for information for plans for this following week. So it looks a little bit light, but in all actuality, it is anything but light. Now I'm pulling out the green meal planning and my to-do list, and so I've just put that down a little bit crooked, and so I'm going to peel it back up and then stick it right back down. I don't actually care that much about it being crooked, but I figure I might as well do it right. Now for Friday, I don't have any plans, and that's fairly normal. My Fridays are very light, which I love that, but it is a travel weekend for me, and so I do have a little sticker from Lily Henry that I will put in all my flight information. And so I'm super excited. I'm going on a fun trip with my cousin to Portland and Seattle, and so I need to write in all the little flight details right there. However, I need to leave some room too because my family will still have all of their normal activities, and actually, quite frankly, they have a lot of activities. So I need to make room for decorating for my trip, and then also for their everyday ordinary things that they have going on. Now I'm putting that road trip sticker down right there. I had a little pen mark that was bugging the crap out of me, so I've covered that up. And then also we are driving back and forth from Portland to Seattle, and so we're super excited about that. And I think that sticker is just absolutely perfect for notating that sort of little Pacific Northwest driving thing we've got going on. And like I already said, it's just adorable. Now I'm writing in an activity for Sunday morning with that quarter box sticker, or half box sticker, I guess you'd probably call it, and then using that mono twin pen from Tombow. Now I'm going to use this Seattle stamp from Sweet Stamp Shop. I have never been able to use it. I've had no reason to use it. It was definitely not something that was part of my deal, but I am so excited to get to use it because it's really, really cute and it's going to fit perfectly. Now I'm sticking this on a large piece of plexiglass. I hardly ever use this one because I don't usually use really big stamps, but it works fine as a stamp block. I'm going to ink up this bad boy with my VersaFine, and then I am going to make sure I've got it lined up all perfectly, and then I'm going to make sure to give it firm pressure throughout the entire design, and voila! I absolutely love it right there. I think it's just perfect, and I'm so excited to have gotten the chance to be able to use this cute stamp. Now I still need to add a few more details, so I'm going to put down this sticker. I love that ombre, and it is a glossy one, so again I'm using that Tombow Mono Twin permanent pen, and then I'm going to also pull out the dual brush so that I can have the purple tip and I can write the other little details there as well. How cute, right? I'm super excited about it. Now I want to dress it up a little bit further, so I'm going to also add a little bit more to that purple sticker. There's this really cute little scripty purple sticker right there from Lily Henry, and I've just added that because it's just adorable, so why not? Now, also looking at the rest, I've been wanting to use this little rainbow sticker for ages, but I've never really had the perfect opportunity. And I feel like it kind of goes really well down in that bottom corner, so I'm very excited about how that looks down there too. Now, pulling the whole week together, I know it looks really blank, but I promise there's going to be more additions and it'll be much crazier and much more filled in. Now I'm going to use this week stamp from Sweet Stamp Shop, and I'm going to put the VersaFine ink right there and use it for my sidebar. I know because it's a travel week, there's going to be things that crop up that I need to remember that maybe aren't day specific. So I'm going to use the sidebar for that this week, which is a little bit more unusual for me because it's not something that I necessarily ever plan on using, but it's definitely one of those things that I'm pretty sure that this week I will end up using it. I love these dual brush pens because you can absolutely use the brush end to use beautiful brush lettering, obviously, but then the fine tip end is really just the same beautiful colors, and you can just use them for normal text as well. So I think that those are really a fun addition for my planner, and I really do love using them. Now, I'm going to also add a little bit of washi tape, but not before I pull out this lower outline stamp set from Sweet Stamp Shop. And I'm going to stamp the word Portland on the side. You'll see right here, yep, like that, in this blue Versacolor ink. Now, truth be told, when I finish right here, I don't love it. It's not what I wanted it to be. However, a little bit later, I'd been thinking about it, so I came back to it and I color it in with some colored pencils. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll be able to see that as I post the week, next week or whatever. But it really turned out much, much better than I had anticipated, and I think it sort of softens the whole thing and I like it a lot more. So I did kind of an ombre effect with the colored pencils. It's something that I'll have to share with you in the future. I wasn't really sure, and sometimes I have to just sit on things to see how I like them, and it turned out much, much better. But I just staggered these alphabets. It's very hard to have them line up. They don't always look great, and you can't get them completely lined up. And so then if you're OCD whatsoever, then it will bug you, and it even bothers me when they're not lined up. So that's why I make them all a little bit staggered, and then they have that more whimsical and fun look as opposed to being completely linear. So that's the main part there, and then now I'm going to add just a little bit of some of my favorite rainbow washies. Now this one is definitely by far my most favorite. I just absolutely love it, and any excuse to use it, I'm happy to. This is a polka dot one that I had gotten from Scotch, and I don't love it, but I got it for super cheap, and I do also love the polka dot factor. Like, I feel like that adds a little bit more whimsy, and it makes it a little bit more playful, which is always good for a rainbow week. So I still use it even though I don't love it. And then now I'm going to add a little bit of washi to my sidebar, and then that's it. So thank you so much, guys, for stopping by and watching my video. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment box below, and I will do my very best to get back to you. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave me a thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys, and make it a great day.